Proverbs 19 verses 18 states, discipline your children while there is hope. Otherwise, you will ruin their lives. I'm a firm believer in true discipline. Now, how do you discipline a child? Well, understand that children are not very intelligent. They're clumsy. They're so to the point where they're goofy and they don't really understand like right from wrong completely because their worldview is still very, very, very shortened compared to yours. So when you discipline children, make sure they understand you. Be firm in your voice. Do not sit there and talk to them gently and kindly, because when you do that, there's going to be a time where they think it's okay, again, and they're going to continue to disrespect you. Now, physical discipline is not always the answer. There are a lot of bad fathers that will discipline their children physically all the time to the point where it's abuse. I'm firmly believing that is 100% true. You cannot and should not abuse your children. We agree, hopefully. But there is a time and a place for physical discipline. Now, am I saying to literally hit your kid? No. The belt worked. It worked on me growing up. Okay, I worked on a lot of people growing up. I'm just saying. I stopped doing the things that I was doing growing up because of the belt. So, but like, don't hit your kids, guys. Okay, let's just leave it at that. But let's break it down a little bit. Okay, it says otherwise you will ruin their lives. It's so true, because if you can't help your child build self-control, they'll fall into addictions. I'm a firm believer in someone who fell into addiction, pornography addiction. I started struggling around the age of 9. Okay, didn't break that until like 90-something days ago. So that exactly is what I mean. And obviously my mom passed away, unfortunately, when I was 12. Unfortunately, I'm a firm believer of speaking out about like trauma in your past, because it helps you truthfully. Like, if you have something that happened to you, talk about it to people. Don't be ashamed. Life is very, 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 very rewarding to people that speak their minds to the point that they don't care what people think. Okay, I'm gonna be real. But I also want to say, because I grew up in a household full of constantly seeing my mother and father do heroin, right? I obviously kind of had a weird childhood. Not many people see that, okay? Not many people see their mother and father like doping out all the time. So because I seen that, I didn't know what it was for a while, but I realized a lot of stuff at a young age that I probably shouldn't have been obtained to. I shouldn't have been, shown. So I think that helped me, but a lot of people, if that happened to them, they would just fall down the same disaster that they fell through, right? Because you learn behaviors as you grow up, truthfully. Only some people can see something, be like, that's not good, and stray away from it. And thank the Lord that he has guided me away from things like that. But I just want to say, like, truthfully and honestly, if you have children, love them, but don't forget to discipline them when they break your rules, because life is full with rules, okay? Start with the 10 Commandments. Teach them that. That's a great recipe to success in life. Have a blessed day.